The corner office, the promotion, the status symbols. They hang before us like carrots, promising satisfaction that never quite arrives. You've probably felt it, that strange emptiness after achieving something you worked toward for years. Is this it? You wonder, as the dopamine fades and the new normal sets in. I remember talking with Michael, a software engineer who finally made technical lead after 5 grueling years. I thought I'd feel different, he told me, staring into his coffee. Now I just worry about losing what I gained. This is the success paradox, the realization that climbing the ladder often gives us things we didn't actually want while taking away what we truly needed. The problem isn't success itself. The problem is what happens in our minds when we pursue it in the conventional way. When success becomes your identity, failure becomes existential. You place your worth in achievements that can disappear overnight. A market crash, a bad review, a missed target. Suddenly you're questioning your value as a human being. We see this in celebrities who spiral after fame fades, in business titans who can't retire, in professionals who define themselves solely by career advancement. Their inner narrative becomes, "I am what I achieve." This mindset turns life into a perpetual treadmill. Each achievement requires a bigger one to follow. Each competitor you surpass is replaced by a stronger one. You find yourself constantly comparing, constantly striving, constantly worried that you're falling behind. Viktor Frankl, Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, wrote in Man's Search for Meaning that success itself cannot be pursued. It must ensue as the unintended side effect of dedication to something greater than oneself. The paradox deepens when we realize external success often requires sacrificing internal peace. The executive with the impressive resume who can't sleep without pills. The social media star with millions of followers who feels profoundly alone. The wealthy entrepreneur who hasn't seen his children in months. Research from Harvard psychologist Daniel Gilbert shows we consistently overestimate how happy achievements will make us. We're terrible fortune tellers of our own future emotions. The raise, the house, the recognition, none deliver the lasting satisfaction we predicted. This explains why lottery winners return to baseline happiness within months, and why countries with rising GDP don't show corresponding increases in citizen well-being after basic needs are met. So what's the alternative? Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote his famous Meditations, not as a celebrated leader but as a private exercise in maintaining perspective. His wisdom points to an approach where success serves life rather than life serving success. First, separate your worth from your achievements. You are not your resume, bank account, or social status. These are things you have, not things you are. When you detach your identity from external markers, failure loses its existential sting. Second, redefine success in terms you control. External achievements depend on luck, timing, other people's opinions, and countless factors beyond your influence. Internal achievements, integrity, wisdom, kindness, personal growth, remain yours regardless of circumstance. Third, practice what psychologists call satisficing, rather than maximizing. Satisficing means finding what's good enough rather than endlessly optimizing. The maximizer is always searching for the best possible option, perpetually worried about missing out. The satisficer enjoys what's sufficient. Fourth, build fulfillment into the journey, not just the destination. If you're miserable for years pursuing a goal that promises future happiness, you've made a poor trade. The path itself must contain elements of what you seek. Fifth, cultivate meaningful relationships and experiences that exist outside the achievement realm. When your identity spans multiple domains, a setback in one area doesn't devastate your entire sense of self. I think of James, who left a prestigious consulting position to teach high school math. His colleagues thought he'd lost his mind. 6 months later, he told me, "I realized I was climbing a ladder leaning against the wrong wall. The view from this shorter ladder is so much better." What wall is your ladder leaning against? The success paradox teaches us that true fulfillment comes not from climbing higher, but from choosing the right mountain. Not from accumulating more, but from wanting what serves your deeper needs. Not from being recognized by everyone, but from being known by the right people. When the philosopher Diogenes was asked what he considered the most beautiful thing in the world, he answered simply, freedom of speech. Not wealth or power or fame, but the freedom to speak one's truth. Perhaps true success is the freedom to define success for yourself. To build a life that feels like success from the inside, not just one that looks successful from the outside. The next time you feel that pull toward conventional achievement, ask yourself, what would success mean if no one else could see it? If there were no status, no recognition, no external validation, what would still matter to me? Your answer might lead you down a different path entirely, one where success and satisfaction aren't paradoxical after all.